Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today we wrap up this. Yasmero Petit is the man on the mound for the fourth game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher, and if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Guillermo Heredia.
Digging in, Guillermo Heredia, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy has certainly etched his place in this game's history.
These fans haven't even had a chance to grab a soda and a hot dog before the offensive fireworks are flying. First, we had a leadoff single, then a 2-base hit to drive in a run. If this pattern continues, a triple should be on tap next.
Into the box now, Tommy Pham, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games. And that's in there. Base hit. Heredia rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2. And the streak is alive. As you can see on the graphic, he creeps ever closer to the big number 56.
Amazing what this guy has been able to do. Think about the pressure every day he gets to the ballpark. Members of the media asking about the streak. Can he keep it going? Is he looking forward down the line? Amazing how he's been able to concentrate through all of this.
Yeah, and how it affects everyone else around him, because everyone's pushing for him to get a knock every night. You can't lose sight of trying to win ball games, but man, the focus of our attention is squarely on this play.
And that finds its way through for a base hit. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Just classic confidence at the box right now. You put your head on the pillow at night, you know you're on time. You get up, get dressed, drive to the ballpark, you expect to catch a couple barrels.
In now, Eric Thames, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 7 homers, 13 RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, Dero. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit were vacated where the first baseman, if he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. And he's safe at the plate as they extend the lead to 5-zip.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
In now, Willy Adames, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play.
And you've got to love when you have a shortstop that can produce such big offensive numbers for you. That usually isn't the case.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is line to left. Grossman is there, and he has it for the out. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Time now for a look at the Rays' starting nine. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
He's set. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Robertson takes his lead at third with one away. This is driven to right, and no doubt about it, that one's way out of here. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Home run number 59 on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, if I was the manager, I would tell my pitchers to work around this guy. I mean, he's hit 3 home runs against them in this series. What more do they need to see? 4, 5? Jeez, enough is enough.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And that'll do it here for his starter, Yusmeiro Petit. So, man alive, the Bluebirds will be out. Just a disastrous start at home as he can't survive the first inning here. Digging in, Ji-Man Choi as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
There's no way you could have forecasted this kind of season from this guy. Not to take anything away from him, but I don't think many people in baseball considered him to be one of the league's best hitters for average coming into this year.
No balls and 1 strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Wendell.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. Line towards center field. Pinder is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Now batting, third base.
That'll bring in Guillermo Heredia now. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Soria playing here in his age 34 season. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. But not only do they take the lead, they also open it up a bit as 7 men come across to score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Ryan Yarbrough is ready to go as he'll be on the hill for Tampa Bay. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, take a look at that career ERA in the low 2s. Not an easy thing to do in the day of smaller ballparks and guys hitting a lot of home runs. One thing he does, he stays away from the barrels of the bats, and if he continues to pitch like that, he's going to have his way with a lot of teams. It'll be interesting and fun to watch him in this one here today.
With that,
Batting
let's look
second.
at the starting lineup
The
for the
second
hometown A's. Who do
Derek
you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. Looking at his stats, I was really impressed with the fact that he's hit 4 bombs in his last 10 games. Lately, he's been the guy to watch, and I think he's ready to do some more damage right now.
And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you could see some definite confusion on the face of some hitters today. Questioning in the strike zone. One pitch is a strike on the outer half. The next time it's a ball. Kind of a little cat and mouse with the umpire when you should be focused on the pitcher.
Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Chris.
Here's Chris Davis now. Comes in 0 for 9 in the series so far, so looking to turn things around in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball. Settling in now, Tommy Pham. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Pinder has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
Now
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Slapped hard the opposite way. And a diving effort, but the ball kicks off the right fielder's glove. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Stepping in, Eric Thames. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. They've gotten their hits in